Pat, like 75% off? Something like that. All right, we're gonna get on. So a lot of the things that I do in my shows, whether I'm in the garden or whether I'm doing whatever I'm doing with you, I like to talk to my customer. A lot of my customers are seniors, right? Yep. And heck, I'm a senior. A lot of our customers are seniors, and they hate the fact that they can't do things themselves. One of those things, opening jars and bottles, like we talked before. Another thing is opening cans. Yep. A lot of this, a lot of turning. You know, and old hands, tired hands can't do that. One press of a button automatically will open any size can. And it does it in a way that's 1,000 times better than the old way.
And it's hands-free.
Look at it.
Again, this was my mom's other second favorite thing that I ever showed her. So check this out. It kind of goes around the world, hands-free. By the way, did you know the first item ever sold on HSN was a can opener?
Oh yeah, I know that.
You know that, right?
I better know that.
Look at that. Now here's the difference. Look at this. It popped right off, total smooth edges. So old school can openers, you know those old rusty ones? Yeah. Why do they get rusty? Because they're getting into the food. At Kitchen HQ, we were smart. It goes around the can. Yeah. Hands-free and gives you that smooth lip. I can run my whole hand. I know this gives people anxiety at home, but this is not the jagged lip that you're used to.
And you can reuse that.
You could pop it back on.
It goes back on the can.
Because it's perfect.
Yes, if you've got leftovers, you can put it back on. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. I don't know how many we have of these. Boom. But every time this comes out, it goes insane. Great. All right, you do have colors you can choose from. It comes in teal blue, black, always popular is the red. Okay, what I like about this too is that we've offered a couple of different versions of this. Yep. Some of them you have to put batteries in. This is rechargeable.
This is totally rechargeable. Again, USB charge, because you don't want to bother with batteries. And here's the thing, so you get the magnet there as well. It kind of grabs the lid for you. And I can't emphasize this enough. Unlike those old school can openers that get into the can, that's why they get rusty. And that's why they get jagged. And you gotta rip them off.
And you're contaminating
You're contaminating, you're cutting your hand. Here it goes around the can, hands-free, and totally smooth. I can run my whole hand along that. So anyone with dexterity issues, absolutely.
So when it finishes, it stops.
When it finishes, it kind of hiccups a little bit, and you know it's kind of gone all the way around, right? So I think this one's gone all the way. Yep. You press it, and there you go. So now you can pop it open.
Yeah. Boom. Now it has a magnet. We didn't use that because we wanted to get it open, but it pops right open, and it doesn't matter the size of the can because it works It works independently. So even if you've got industrial size, and you see the different size cans that we have over here, whether they're giant cans of beans or tomatoes or whatever it is, we are able to do all these things very, very easily without a lot of effort. $20 is our deal price and 95 cents. This is another one that if you wanted to get it for free, get a brand new HSN credit card. It also shows you the charge. You see the little green lights there? That lets me know that I've got plenty of charge. Yep. And just to not have these cutting through my garbage can, I recycle, but before I recycle, I put them in a bag, and then the bag goes in the recycle bin. The old cans would cut right through your bag.
And then, you know, you get the rodents in your bag, you get all that, but look how smooth. Again, every time I do this, people get anxiety. They go, oh my God, look at it. It's not gonna cut you. But you made a great point, Guy. Because the cut is so clean, so perfect, goes around the can. Yeah. If I only used half that can of diced tomatoes.
Which you sometimes do.
Which you sometimes do. Look. It fits perfectly on top. Now it's ready to go back into the fridge.
If you give it a little press, it stays on top. Now you don't have the original seal, but you have something that's pretty dang close to that seal.
There's the magnet, by the way. So I want to show you that that magnet lifted that lid right off.
Look at how clean that is.
Clean cut. It's not going into your can. It's going around the can.
Well, you know,
that's the secret.
And listen, I know you can go buy a can opener for $5, $6 at the store. Yep. It's gonna be cheap. It's gonna have that really rough grip on the outside, right? If you wanna spend $20, you can go find a gourmet one, right? But you're still twisting around. With this one, it's rechargeable. Once you buy it, you never have to buy anything else for it, all right? Because it works on the outside of the can. It's gonna stay nice and sharp. It gives you an even cut all the way around. You saw when it was done, right? It kind of backs up.
Kind of backs up, and then you lift off the lid, and I can't emphasize this enough. That clean cut around the can, not in the can.
By the way,
that's what gets it rusty.
You get the charging cable to go along with it. You just need your cube. You can order it in the teal blue. You can order it in the black or red. You know what else is really nice about this too? We're talking about leftovers. Yep. Pet food.
Cat owners love this.
Pet food. My producer Pat knows a lot about pet food, right? With his golden retriever crew. He's got 2 Goldens. So you're not always, because a lot of people like to feed their pet some dry and some wet, so they don't go through the whole can. You're gonna get such a good seal when you have to put the leftovers in that you're not gonna stink up the whole refrigerator either, because you got that original lid you can put on there. I mean, that's brilliant.
But that's actually a great point too, Guy, because not only is the can lid totally smooth, this part is totally smooth too.
Right.
So let's say you do have a can of cat food and you want to throw it down and, you know, it's totally smooth, both sides. So no jagged edges, no one gets cut, right? And that's what you want.
Yeah,
boom.
There's the look at.
Open. No jagged edges.
And by the way, this is actually turkey, but y'all know, like, the stinky tuna cans, right?
Close that up.
And you gotta wash that. You gotta wash that can opener every time, because you know it's gonna have tuna juice on it, because it goes in the can. These never go inside where the food is. They run around the outside, okay? And they basically, it's a pinch blade that goes all the way around the outside. So rather than having to dip down into the can and contaminate the can opener, and if you gotta open up more than 2 or 3 cans of different things, now you're mixing and matching, you never have to deal with that. If you wanna get it, you can get it for free with an HSN credit card almost, because you'll get $20 off, and then you gotta pay 95 cents. So you'll pay a little bit of tax and a little bit of shipping, but then you get this thing home and you try it out. Remember, you always have 30 days to try everything, so if you get it home and you're like, it's not working for me, whatever. Hey, listen, I get it, right? Maybe you're not putting it on right, whatever. I think you're gonna love it, because I think it's gonna be one of those things you're gonna be proud to show off in front of your friends.
And you know what? You know what's funny? You know those old school can openers that every time you pull it out of your drawer and you fight to struggle to find the lip and it's rusty and you fight with it? Guaranteed there's people out there that think this is the last time I'm gonna use this old thing, right? Because it gets into the food, it's rusted, it's horrible to use.
And here's the problem, because these cans, I'll pull this one out over here.
That's a big one, but any size.
The recess that's inside here, like along the edge, this is where you have to get that lip of the can opener in. And then you also have to squeeze, and you have to have some strength on an industrial can to puncture that can. And then it starts to work all the way around in a circle. You know, and if you've got like little dings in the can too, then you gotta redo it and redo it. And then you gotta try to pop it out with your finger or scoop it out. Because this has the magnet, which is on the bottom, that's it right there, that's gonna help to pull that can out very easily. If not, I always say put a towel over it
and just grab it up.
Pop that right off. That's all that you need to do. If you want to get one of these, 400 people have already picked it up.
They're great.
It's a smart solution. Really
and if by the way, you know, sometimes with those old school ones, it's still dangling and you kind of got to rip it off. That's when you get cut. So the magnet definitely helps. And there you go. When it's done, you pop it open and you've got those smooth edges on both sides. You won't cut your fingers there. You won't cut your fingers there. It won't cut your garbage bag, your recycling bags either. So definitely love that. And by the way, you mentioned earlier, you know, how do you get it on? It's a magnet. That's all you got to do.
Do that, show them that. Hey, show them again.
So that's a magnet, ready? And that's it. And now it's on. So you don't have to fight to find where does it go on or how to do it. You find the right spot and then
And by the way, if you misalign it, it'll back off. So you know if you, for whatever reason, have put it on and it's not exactly the way it's supposed to be, it'll realign itself as well, and it'll spin around. Almost 500 of these are gone. If you'd like to get one, they're actually kind of fun to watch. And not only that, you could be doing something else. While it's opening
press
the
and
can.
play. You can move on.
You go into the door.
Do some dishes.
Whatever you got to do. All right. We only have a few seconds remaining. If you would like to order this, just remember we have it in blue, we have it in black, and we have it in the red. We want to mention, I don't have the card on this, but
these are cool.
I'm going to measure, we'll put these up here and Chef.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
So you got